Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Jeff Metcalf, the father of Austin Metcalf, who was fatally stabbed by Karmelo Anthony at a track meet in Frisco, Texas in 2025, just made a critical mistake, going after Karmelo Anthony's grieving parents. Yeah, fam. Dude went on a rant. I'm sure y'all seen it by now. Just lost his mind. I mean, he went from Christian to demon like that. I'm talking about from godly to devilish like that. You know, in the beginning, when everything first happened, people were just amazed on all sides. Like, man, people was really like rooting for this dude and had sympathy for him, right? Grieving father, lost your 17-year-old kid, right? In the beginning, dude seemed to really like be a good guy. Who couldn't root for a good guy who lost a child, right? Why don't you check out something right quick before I go further?
First of all, obviously, sir, I am very sorry to have to meet you under these circumstances. How is the family coping to make it through this time?
Well, I mean, we all grieve differently. Myself, my son, Megan. It's been an emotional roller coaster. I'm exhausted spiritually, mentally, physically. So it's taken a great toll on all of us, and we're still navigating grief, where it's going to take us.
What do you tell yourself about why this happened?
Oh, I don't know the answer. I really wish Karmelo would have testified. So that's the big question: is why?
We can stop right there, fam. The big question is, why didn't Karmelo testify? He chose not to testify. He's a 17-year-old kid. He's listening to the advice of his lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's listening to the advice of the lawyer who failed him, who I 1000% believe consciously sold him out. I do believe from the time that lawyer was hired, he had decided that he was going to throw Karmelo Anthony under the bus. Do you know that he only called 4 witnesses in a murder trial, one of the biggest murder trials in the country's history? A murder trial that lasted 4 days. And they came back with the verdict within hours. This was a situation where these people already had their minds up. The judge already had his mind made up. The prosecutor always had their mind made up because they're trying to convict. The jury had their mind made up. And the defense attorney had his mind made up. That's why he only called 1 witness during sentencing. In a murder case where a kid's life was on the line for $5.99. 1 witness. 1. This is not some homeless kid. This is not some disconnected kid. This is not some kid that nobody likes. This is not a kid with a horrible track record, criminal record, none of that. Other than this incident with Austin Metcalf, this is a model child. He's a model student. A 3.7 GPA. Never been in trouble with the law. Saved a life. How many of us, we talk about, oh, he's a horrible person. How many of us can say we've saved a life? I'm talking about like we literally risked our life. How many of us can say we risked our life? to save a life. He saved a life. So this is not a person who is without empathy and compassion. This is not a throwaway person. When they're considering sending people to jail, especially for lengthy sentences, they're supposed to consider the redeemability of the person. Is this person redeemable? Is this person remorseful? Let's just go with their narrative and say he was guilty. Let's just say if they say he was guilty. Okay, he's guilty. They have a sentencing guideline from 5 to 99, mandatory, 5 years to 99. 5 years on the low, 99 on the high. They gave him 35 years. 5 years on the low. If a model student, an honor roll student, a model child who saved a life and never gave his family no problems, never gave the community no problem. In fact, a very likable guy, in fact, more likable by his peers than Austin Metcalf is liked by his peers. Because remember, Austin was a bully. People in Frisco, Texas ain't rocking with Austin like that. This is a fact. This is what the people on the ground are saying. He was a bully. People tolerated him. They did not like him. So if Karmelo Anthony is a model student, a model kid, never been in no trouble before, and all of a sudden he finds himself wrapped up in a case where he claimed to defend himself against a known bully. If he don't qualify for the low end, that 5 years, what the hell is the 5 years there for? You might as well take it off the table, because don't nobody qualify. If an otherwise model person does not qualify for the 5 years, somebody with a good track record of not being dangerous, not being abusive, not being disobedient, not being disrespectful, if that person don't qualify for that 5 years, oh, did I mention he saved a life? If that person don't qualify for the low end, who does? Take it off the damn table. In fact, they should have just started with 35 to 99. Yeah. Now let's get back to Jeff. Jeff, I would say, is understandably angry, right? But I do not believe that Jeff's anger stems from just the fact that Karmelo Anthony killed his son. I think his anger stems from the fact that he was a failed father. He went on a racist rant attacking Black people. I mean, he attacked all Black people, but he especially went in on Karmelo Anthony's parents. Called his daddy a PUSS such, and he called his mama a BITC, Yeah. I mean, just went in on him. Remember, this dude is a Christian. Remember, God gonna take care of it. And love, respect, forgiveness, hard for them, it's hard for us. So where did that racist diatribe, that rant, where did that come from? What triggered that? I submit to you that he just finally showed his real colors, his true colors. I think he was on some drink and he's having a moment and it came out, because that's how he really talked. I think it came out. And now all of a sudden, all of the people, especially black people, who thought he was just such a great guy, who thought he was truly a Christian, a real Christian guy, per the Bible, they started taking it back. Man, they lighting him up online. They tearing his head off online. And he even has people now, the same people who was empathetic of his loss. Some of those same people are saying he's the reason why Austin is dead, because the apple don't fall far from the tree. His anger, his rage, his hatred, people are saying it's in the DNA. It was in Austin's DNA. And that's why Austin is dead, because Austin couldn't control his rage. So now Jeff has exposed himself. And people are now saying, okay. Some people are saying his son got what he deserved. I'm not going around saying, no, his son got what he deserved, because I don't want to add insult to injury, but he knows what it is. He knows exactly what it is. And I think, again, that anger, that rage stems from him being a deadbeat dad, in the sense that not that he wasn't financially supportive. I don't know if he was or not, but I know he wasn't in the home. He's the same absentee father that he claims black men are. He ain't even in his own home. The wife, from what I understand, the former wife can't stand his guts, can't stand to even stand next to him. Yeah, she don't want to be nowhere around him, don't want nothing to do with him. So if he's such this great guy, why would she have that type of attitude towards him? So now that he's blown his cover, now, since he went on this crazy racist rant about Karmelo Anthony's parents, people are going on these crazy rants about him and his parenting skills or lack thereof. And they lighten him up. He's getting lit up. People were giving him the benefit of the doubt and thinking like, nah, but I'm going to tell you straight up, fam. I'm going to tell you straight up. Most people who live in all white communities, or predominantly white communities, most white people who live in those little small towns, they're Trump supporters. And they are racist, most of them. Even the ones who try to conceal it, try to act like, nah, man, I'm different. Yeah, if you really, really start to get under that surface, yeah, they are too. Yeah. So not a good look, Jeff. Not a good look. Absolutely could not imagine the loss of a child. I cannot imagine the loss of a child. But the loss of a child does not give you a right to arbitrarily go after the other child's parents and call out an entire race of people as being unworthy of living and existing. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.